Good afternoon, friends. Satyam Vada Dharmachara, Satyamev Jayate. Welcome today news desk on income tax, GST and corporate laws. Let's start from the income tax. Madras High Court. Appeal filed without paying tax not valid if assessee didn't prove that it had wrongly computed income in the income tax return. In this case, Madras High Court held that as per section 249 subsection 4, unless and until assessee had paid income tax due on income returned by him, no appeal under chapter 20 will be admitted, and a statute neither gives any discretion to appellate authority to entertain an appeal nor extend time for paying self-assessment tax except in respect of the cases falling under section 249 subsection 4b in terms of the proviso under said section. Another case held by the Madras High Court, qualifying remand to be avoided when question of law raised by both revenue as well as assessee. In this case, Madras High Court held that where tribunal, while remitting back issue of section 14A disallowance, had directed assessing officer to consider assessee's own fund, that is capital and reserve, as available for investment, which yields exempted income, and thereafter to apply formula in Rule 8D and also exclude investment in subsidiaries. Tribunal having chosen to remand matter to the assessing officer for a fresh consideration could have avoided qualifying remand, especially when question of law are being raised by both revenue as well as assessee, and thus matter be remanded for a fresh consideration to the assessing officer. CBDT issued a notification on 10th September. In this notification, District Mineral Foundation Trust notified for the purpose of section 10 clause 46 exemption. In this notification, CBDT has notified District Mineral Foundation Trust for the purpose of the section 1046 of the Income Tax Act, income received by it in the nature of the penalty charged from the lease holder and interest received from them for late payment and other interest income shall be exempt from tax under section 1040 clause 46. Let's start on news on the transfer pricing. Delhi Tribunal protective assessment to be decided afresh in light of the MAP resolution if it was passed after date of the assessing officer order. Where MAP resolution was passed on 29th January 2018, that is much after order passed by the assessing officer, TPO or DRP, making protective adjustment for reassessment year 2013-14 on account of the business restructuring that had taken place in assessment year 2010-11. Issue was to be restored to file of the assessing officer TPO for deciding issue after afresh in light of the MAP resolution. News on the GST. Mr. Canon India Private Limited versus Commissioner of Goods and Service Tax, Gurgaon, Customs and Service Tax Appellate Tribunal, Chandigarh, held that service tax reverse charge on the salary payment of the employees seconded post-negative list matter referred to the President. Service tax bar demanded from the appellant for salary payment to expat of the foreign parent company technical member have a view that judgment pronounced in relation to the pre-negative list regime are not applicable. However, the judicial member have a view same would be applicable. The matter is referred to large bench of the tribunal. AAR West Bengal, electricity operated 3-wheel vehicles fitted with a battery pack are classified under heading 8703. A 3-wheel motor vehicle is classifiable under heading number 8703 as an electricity operated vehicle provided it is fitted with the battery PAC, otherwise it will be classifiable under heading number 8706. Let's cover news on the company law. Guwahati High Court direct defaulting director to make representation before registrar of company for restoration of the director identification and this is the signature certificate. Petitioner appear in the list of the defaulting director who were identified and not filed financial statement for 3 years. Hence, petitioner filed a writ in nature of the mandamus directing registrar of companies not to consider petitioner as a disqualified director under section 164 subsection 2 and for a further direction to change the status of the petitioner in record of the registrar of company from list of the disqualified directors and consequently unfreeze director identification number and signature certificate of the petitioner. However, there was no legal right in favor of the petitioner against being removed as a disqualified director or to restore director identification number and signature certificate of the petitioner so as to enable court to determine their legal right. Thus, petitioner was to make a representation before registrar of company as regard their claim for continuing with the director identification number and digital signature certificate as well as to exclude their name from the list of the disqualified directors. Another case, Delhi High Court, an appeal at instance of the ex-director of the company in liquidation would not be maintainable. Rules Delhi High Court. Though an authorized shareholder of a company in liquidation is entitled to appeal, but not ex-director, and since appellant in affidavit has described himself as ex-director, even though appeal contains a averment that he holds 75% of the shares of the company in liquidation, appeal would not be maintainable. MCA General Circular issued on the 10th September 2020, circular number 29/2020. In this circular, MCA extend due date of the filing of the cost audit report till November 30, 2020. In view of the extraordinary disruption caused due to the pandemic, the Ministry of Corporate Affairs has decided to extend the due date of filing cost audit report till 30th November 2020. However, if a company has availed extension of the time of holding AGM, then e-form CRA 4 may be filed within the timeline as specified in the law. Another judgment, Gujarat High Court, in a right jurisdiction, High Court can't decide medium though which a hearing to be conducted by the NCLT rules Gujarat High Court. In this case, appellant company had urged that virtual proceeding in NCLT Ahmedabad were unstable and full of the technical snake. Hence, writ in nature of the mandamus or any other writ order direction be issued to the NCLT Ahmedabad to conduct proceeding in all application by physical hearing as and when same is permitted by NCLT Delhi Principal Bench, State of the Gujarat and other authorities in light of the COVID-19 pandemic. However, a medium platform through which a hearing is to be conducted by any authority is dependent on availability of resources, technology, etc. In a writ jurisdiction, High Court cannot decide how and in what manner authorities should conduct matter in such a situation. No one has any fundamental right or legal right to ask authority for a particular medium platform through which hearing is to take place, since different authority has different mode medium platform for purpose of hearing subject to resources and availability of the technology. It is for adjudicating authority or its appellant authority to decide them. Thank you, friends. Thank you for watching News Desk on the income tax, GST and corporate law. Please share news update among professional colleagues and students of the law student, CACS, CMA students, so that they can get updation on the regular basis and updated in the respective area also. So please share and if possible, insist to subscribe the channel so that they can get regular updation on automatically on your YouTube channel. Thank you so much.